Despite being down at the half, the 49ers turned the tables in the third and fourth quarters and outscored the Seahawks 25-6 behind another impressive performance from Brock Purdy. Making his first playoff start, he throws for over 330 yards and 3 touchdowns against no interceptions.
There was some emotion going into the game. You could just feel it, in the environment with the fans and our teammates. Man, this is win or go home. But once the game started, it was all, hey, it's 11 on 11. I got to do my job. But we didn't make it more than what it was.
He missed that first pass and was a little off on a couple, but also made a couple off schedules there in the first half too that were real good. He ended up playing a hell of a game, and we got a lot of confidence in him, and he gives us more and more confidence each week.
He settled in after a couple plays, but then after that, he played really good football. He got us in the right plays. You could feel his confidence when he came in the huddle, and that just felt like old Brock. And I think that's a really good one for him too. Struggle a little early, losing at halftime to a division rival. They have all the momentum, and we come out and put 25 straight on there.
Man, he's just so poised. It's unbelievable to have a teammate that's that's young like that can come in and when odds are stacked against him, Mr. Irrelevant, everything that's and to come out and still be who you are and play football the way that he plays, man. It's just a testament to him. I mean, it's unbelievable, man.
We now bring in our Sean Cunningham to help break down this game. And we just heard from the players talking about Brock Purdy. We heard from him himself about as impressive as a playoff debut as it gets right there.
It's a storybook, and it continues to go. I mean, look, he came into this game with more touchdowns than guys like Jimmy Garoppolo, Steve Young, and even Joe Montana through his first 5 games as starter for the 49ers. Most in franchise history. And if anyone was looking for him to have even the slightest bit of a hiccup, you may have seen it in that first half. Something happened in that second half. I think it started with the defense, put the offense at ease, and hey, you tug on Superman's cape, or in this case, Deebo Samuel's leg, the team responds. And Brock Purdy went out there and did what he did, 3 touchdowns, for a fourth one rushing in, and even Brandon Ayuk, who dropped the 1, could have had a 5, and he thinks he left points on the board.
As impressive a performance as it gets from Brock Purdy, as we said, but I think you make a great point in saying that the defense keyed that, because you saw the Charles Omenihu forced fumble that Nick Bosa recovers, and then you had an interception later on, and those were the 2 plays that really turned the course of this game in the second half.
For sure, and look, I think it started with Eric Armstead's sack, to be honest, but that second half, I mean, everyone's crediting D'Amico Ryans, the 49ers defensive coordinator, making the right adjustments in that to get into the second half. They got in their head. I mean, this thing was a wash by going into the fourth quarter, really. And I think, it seems to be different people. I mean, Omenihu steps up. I think we've talked about, the way Tashaun Gibson has looked in the closing weeks of this season. And the field conditions weren't a problem for these guys. It may be for us right now, but it certainly wasn't for the 49ers.
And the defense the team as a whole really did what they've been doing throughout this 10-game, now 11-game winning streak, and that's dominating teams in the second half, and that's when they put it away.
Yeah, and I think it helps to do it against a division rival. For guys like George Kittle and Eric Armstead, guys who have been on this team and fought through really tough seasonal battles and even playoff battles, and they remember getting bounced by Seattle, to put them away 3 times and to do it in a way where you kind of made them mad and made them upset, man, I think there's nothing sweeter. And now they get to have a few days to kind of relax and see what lies ahead for them, and be right back here in Levi Stadium next weekend.
Yeah, and to your point, they're not going to have to deal with a short week at all. The earliest that they'll play is Saturday, which gives them a normal week to prepare. They could be playing on Sunday next week, but regardless, as you mentioned, they're going to be here at Levi Stadium. They might have to wait, though, until Monday to find out who they're going to play. It could come down to that Monday night game between the Cowboys and Bucs. Kirsten, I'll send it back to you.